Hello crafties, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti and today I am here to show you guys how to crochet the arcade stitch, which is also known as the arch stitch. As you can see, it consists of these little triangular arch patterns that are offset throughout the fabric. So it's fairly easy to get into, and it's like a 4-row repeat. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump into the tutorial. Alright, to get started with today's stitch, you are going to want to work in multiples of 6 and then add 2 at the end. So what I've done is I have chained 18 and then I added 2, so I have a total of 20 stitches. Alright, math is so hard. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to single crochet in that second chain from my hook. So not this one that's on there, but this one. And I'm just going to insert my hook there, pull up a loop, and then pull through 2. Alright, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch. Alright, now what I want to do is chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to skip the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to single crochet in the 4th one. It's like so. Right? And I'm going to single crochet in the next one. You're going to want to make sure that your chains aren't too tight so you can work back into them. Good old tension. Alright, and then last one, 3. Alright, and then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to then skip the next 3 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to single crochet in the 3 stitches after that. And that's essentially the pattern for row 1 of this stitch. So you're going to do that for the entire length of your project. When you come to the last 5 stitches of your row, oops, I skipped one. When you come to the last 5 stitches of your row, you're just going to chain 3, and then you are going to single crochet into those last 2 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, skip 3, and then 1 and 2. And this is what row 1 looks like. Now on to row 2. For row 2, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. And then we are going to single crochet in this first stitch. So the base of that chain 1, we're going to single crochet. And then we are going to skip the next stitch, and we are going to then put 5 double crochets in this chain 3 space. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so now that we have done that, we are going to come over to this middle single crochet from the previous row, and we are going to single crochet into that. Alright, we're going to skip the next single crochet, and then we're going to put 5 double crochet into the next chain space. And this is the pattern for row 2. Alright, and again we're going to skip that next single crochet, and we are going to crochet into that second one, or the middle one from the previous row. And then we're going to skip the next single crochet and go back to working our 5 double crochet all the way across your row until you reach the last couple of stitches. Alright, and once you reach those last couple of stitches, what you're going to do is just skip the next stitch and single crochet into that very last stitch of the row. And this is what we have so far. Alright, row 3, what we're going to do is chain 1, turn our work. Alright, and then what we're going to do is single crochet to the base of that chain 1. We are then going to chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip these first couple of double crochets. I'm sorry, we're going to skip the next double crochet, and we are going to single crochet into the next 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, let's see, and then 3, like so. Alright, then we are going to chain 3, 2, 3. We're going to skip this next double crochet. We're going to skip this single crochet down here in this valley, and we're going to skip the first double crochet of that second little arch, and we are going to work a single crochet in the 3 stitches after that. And we're going to repeat this process all the way across this row. Alright, then once we reach the end of our row, or we get to the last couple of stitches, we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we are going to single crochet into that first single crochet, that last single crochet of this row. And this is what your work looks like by the end of row 3. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1. I'm sorry, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to turn our work. Now what we want to do is we are going to put 2 double crochet in this first chain space. So this chain 3 does count as a stitch. We're just going to work into this chain space with 1, 2 double crochet. Alright, now that we have done that, we are going to skip a single crochet. We're going to single crochet into the next, or that middle single crochet from the previous row. We're going to skip that next single crochet, and then we're going to work 5 double crochets into this chain space. So here's 1, and there's 2. There's 4, and there's 5. Alright, and we're just going to repeat that. So we are going to skip the next single crochet, and we're going to work into the next one, that middle one. And then we are going to skip the next single crochet, and we're going to work 5 more double crochets into the next chain space. So you're going to do that for the entire length of your project, and then when you get back to that last chain space, I'll show you what to do there. Alright, once you get to this final chain space, you are going to yarn over, and you are going to put 3 double crochets into that one space. Now, to me, that can be a little weird when it works up. So what I have actually been doing is working 2 double crochets into that chain space, and then I'll work 1 in the actual top of that single crochet. And that way it looks more even. And this is row 4. Now, row 5. Row 5, we are going to chain 1, turn our work. We are going to single crochet into the base of that chain 1, so right here, that first stitch, technically. Single crochet. We're going to single crochet into the next stitch. Then what we're going to do is chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to skip the next 3 stitches. So this double crochet, this little single crochet, and this next double crochet, we're going to skip those, and we're going to work a single crochet in the next 3 stitches after that. Okay, chain 3, skip the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next 3. Alright, chain 3, one, 2, 3. I'm going to skip those. Okay, so upon coming toward your last, 5 stitches, again we're going to skip 3, and then we're going to single crochet in the very last 2 stitches. So 1, and then the other one is in the top of that chain 3 from the previous row. and that is your repeat. So if you continue to work this up for a few rows, you end up with something fairly similar to this. Let me zoom out a little bit. You end up with something similar to this, of course bigger. Today's video is swatch based as usual, so yeah, I hope today's tutorial was helpful for you all. If so, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. You can comment down below, let me know how I did, or if you have any recommendations for future videos or project tutorials, etc. Don't forget to check out my other social media where I post updates for patterns and whatever it is I'm working on. Actually, don't forget to check out my Etsy as well as my Teespring store, because there's a lot of fun stuff there as well. And until next time guys, happy making.